Welcome to my team for the competitive group Ironman. This will consist of me, a Linux user, Athena Sophie, who will be a scaler, Spartan Doska, who is an AFKer, Marukai, who will be doing clues, and lastly Velix, he will be the pro PVMer. Together, we are the Spartan unit. Hello and welcome to another episode for the competitive group Ironman mode. I have been AFKing a lot of woodcutting thanks to the ore box that players are able to make without having the new foundations quest completed. I was able to manage myself to get 50 woodcutting, which does gain access to the rune hatchet, which does require 50 smithing. However, because we are a group Ironman, you can go to your bank, go to the group storage, and someone already has made rune hatchets and pickaxes for the whole team. So that is amazing, because previously you either need to get the 50 smithing and mining, or you're able to buy it from the NPC. However, he does sell it for about 43,000 coins, and I desperately need all my GP for summoning. For those that are curious, simply doing the new foundations quest and then building the lodestone, you go from 1 to 44 construction. With that, the lodestone has been unlocked. With 30 hunter, I now have access to the Croasis boss, although it does not say here, but just pretend that it does say that isn't unlocked. Dig site quest completed for a whopping 15,000 mining experience, and more importantly, the main reason why I did this, the 2 gold bars. I highly suggest players to complete the Daughter of Chaos as soon as possible, because you get a 30,000 experience in both divination and archaeology. So I'm 45 divination, puts me to 49. For archaeology, I'm 40. I'm now 45. And apparently I got an Inferno puzzle box, which I'm not really sure what that is, but you are able to right click and add it to your tool belt. So okay, I guess I can't upgrade it to my tool bag. Oh well, that's kind of weird. While players are doing the Dragon Slayer quest, if you go to settings, gameplay, loot drops, and then loot system, you want to click multiple items, open loot inventory. And then afterwards, once you kill the worm brain, you can just pick up your whatever item you dropped on the floor right in front of it, and area loot will pick it up from within the little jail. So you do not actually need 10,000 coins or the 33 magic that the quest does require for you to save money. You simply need to have your settings enabled correctly, and voila, you have saved 10,000 coins. The most iconic quest within RuneScape would have to be Dragon Slayer, and because of this cutscene, it is so amazing, and it fits perfectly well with the lore behind Elvarg. And just look at that, it destroyed the ship and burned it on fire. Apparently, the dragon, Elvarg, is extremely powerful. That maybe protect from magic will help. 37 per, unlocked. Holy moly, was this dragon actually difficult. I ran out of prayer. I figured it would be RuneScape 3, you know, where you 2, 3 hit the bosses. But no, I had to walk underneath the boss and then just eat, and then holy moly, I got 1 tuna left. There we go. Mainly for this defense lamp. So, let's claim this bad boy. What? I need 40 defense? For my combat training, I have been doing the Abyss, which is quite painful. However, it did give me that 40 defense. I'm mainly doing this because I will need all talismans eventually for my Wicked Hood. Now we can go to the bank. And where is this lamp? Here we go. Defense. Let's claim it from 40 defense to 44. Had enough quest points to get 2 magical dice. Sadly, they are only tier 1, but each one will always give you 250k, and I desperately need this as my coin pouch only had 4,000 coins. Oh, okay. I thought I got the same shield. I got H1 and H2. When players get 50 quest points, you're able to do the quest supplies for the Lore Hound. This is a very powerful upgrade. And then just like the next one is Fetch, although that's kind of useless. Now, you want to go to the Summon Pet. Once you have your Lore Hound, you want to interact. Option 2, take supplies. For here, you're able to get the Lantern. It is fully with oil, which means you do not need to have high crafting level to make it. The only requirement is that you do need to have 50 quest points, and then you're able to just repeat this forever and ever. And then he also has some emergency law runes, but players are only able to get 2 every 2 minutes, effectively meaning that you're able to get 60 free law runes without having the 54 rune crafting required, and the pure essence as well. Wow, does buying these wood leaves cost a lot of money, but it is completely worth it for the beehives. As always, make sure to thank Crystal Cove, as she always will host the Nemi Forest for all the skillers for the new accounts, especially when there is a new promotion. This is very good for mining, farming, prayer, and even low dungeoneering levels, along with getting the reputation for the Gobi reputation for liberation of Mazcab. First time ever getting 100 points purely thanks to getting that 45 divination. And what do you know? I now have 51. Nature Spirit completed. With 42 farming, now have access to raising frogs on Anachronia. In aid of the Mariku completed, more importantly, it gives you the tempo trekking minigame. Summoning is truly slow at low levels. I had to kill 200 chickens to get 16 summoning. It was horrible. But there we go. I'm now able to make the rock crabs. Oh no, granite crabs, which is much faster ingredient to get because iron ore, you can just AFK mining. From me completing the Dragon Slayer quest, I was able to give the whole team the anti-dragon shields, which 3 other people used, and someone used a melee 2-handed sword for extra damage. We were able to quickly get 10 kill count so that we're able to teleport to the War's Retreat. Now, if you're like me and you do not want to be bothered mining and smithing, you are able to buy all your gear from the Varrock Armor Shop. I will be using full adamant to get both my attack and strength from 41/33 to 50. So I'll be back once I get those. Wow, this takes such a long time. 50 strength. Decided to do some tempo trekking because I need a lot of bowstring to train fletching, and oddly enough, I was able to get 50 defense. And look at all of the armor that I unlocked. Rune armor, mystic, battle, pretty much all of Daemonheim, war priest, ghost hunter, and then we also have like the Fremnik armor, which I will need to complete the Fremnik Trials quest. Only reason why I did that quest was for the reward token, because you're able to get low level herbs, and I needed it for the Shades of Morton quest. Oh my goodness. I actually killed the Shade and I got the Ghost Hunter goggles. That is massive. It's an extra 3% damage against ghost targets, and I get 3% more experience. So, I mean, that's even better. Tempo trekking is a very underlooked minigame, and that's because when you do complete it, you get a reward token. What this does is allow you to get raw sharks without having the fishing level requirement for the Fremnik Trials quest. Afterwards, you are able to get bowstring, which is very efficient because you get them at such high and fast speed that you pretty much will be getting all your fletching from this. And while you are making bowstrings, that way you don't have to cut 607 willow logs to fletch them all, and then simply to just get 45 fletching. Whereas this way, you will only have to get 304 wood cutting logs. Despite me being 51 construction, I have never gotten a house, in which case you're able to do this with any estate, and your house will be starting at Remington for 1,000 coins. So confirm. Once you have that done, you want to right click him and then just redecorate, and you can put wherever you want. But since I'm actually going to move it, you want to speak to him, hit option 1, talk about houses, and then option 1 again to move your house. I will be doing this to Taverley. Fletching is a bit of a weird skill, and that's because of Fort Foundry. You need to have all your logs for that, and you also need it for construction and fire making. So this skill, holy moly, you have to cut like 4 times extra logs than what you normally intended. Well, apparently forgot we needed to run floors solo for your first 6, so you can unlock the complexity 1 to 6. Now I have 21 Dungeoneering. Oh man, Dungeoneering with 5 people is so nice, but there's one problem. We are all noobs and all the bosses have such high health that it does make it kind of hard. However, we all went from 1 Dungeoneering up to 31. Dungeoneering has to be one of those skills that I highly suggest everyone to do when they are still a low level, and that's because the monsters and bosses do scale on your level. So once you're max cape, pretty much you're going to getting yourself wrecked and penalized. For that purpose, I do suggest players to actually focus on this when they do have about 40 or 50 attack with the mining and smithing, so that they're able to actually make weapons and then focus on this. For that purpose, you will see me getting from 39 Dungeoneering all the way up until did a large floor 24 at 51 Dungeoneering, and I do have a Dungeoneering wildcard which increases the experience by 50%. So let's see this nice big XP drop. And I got 30,000 XP. Got me 2 levels. The next floor took me about 22 minutes, but this was because I was doing Dungeoneering, crafting, and skilling. 53 Dungeoneering. 2. Come on, let me see the XP drop. 54. I got 17k XP drop. Well, hello, gem bag. I'll buy you for 2,000 tokens. I still have 13k left, and I'll be going for the gem bag upgraded for 20,000, which holds 60 of each gem. Bit of an awkward moment, but from camping the hill giants for 50 attack, strength, defense, magic, I ran out of food and I ended up using cake. And then even still, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to AFK fishing so that I'm able to use real food and work on that 50 range. For that purpose, I will be fishing to about 52. And then for the next video, I would like to unlock Menopause, cook all my food, and then go back to range. Then I do have a couple other plans in store. So if you are liking the series, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help. And enjoy the rest of your day.